Hey there, and welcome to today's First Step Flowers sessions as we dive on into simple bud vases. Now, I don't know about you, but personally, I can't get enough of bud vases. I think they're excellent to be dotted all around the home, on windowsills, on little ledges, on consoles, on coffee tables. They are so versatile, and you can really make them a little moment of calm within your home by including just a few select ingredients to make a really simple statement. If you're interested in learning on how to get the very best out of creating the most magical bud vases, join me today as we dive on into our session together. We'll begin by taking a look at the fresh flowers and the tools that we need before I extend a warm invitation to you to join me step by step as together we dive on in to the most incredibly simple yet stunning bud vases. For our project today, we're beginning our floral recipe with some beautiful quicksand roses. We'll be teaming them with some peach achillea, an absolute summer favourite of mine, and also some blue chateau lisianthus, also known as eustoma. We'll be using some fritillaria, uva vulpis, one of my favourite materials you can get in late spring, some gorgeous gloriosa, and to finish, some foliage from my garden, some physocarpus diabolo. Tools are pretty simple today. All you're going to need is a bud vase or a couple of bud vases of your choice. And, well, that's it. I like to start every bud vase with a good piece of foliage. I kind of feel it gives it a backbone. It gives you an idea of the size and scale of the arrangement that you're making. Here I'm using one stem of Physocarpus diabolo, which is one of my favourite brown foliages taken directly in my garden. Grows pretty well here in northern England. And we're going to team that with a fabulously contrasting nude quicksand rose, an absolute favorite rose of mine. It lasts so well. Get a good week or two from this one, and of course it has a beautiful color contrast to the fantastic dark brown foliage. For our next step, I'm going to add a little bit of texture and expand our color palette using a peachier toned flower. Here I'm using the fantastically summery peach achillea, and we're teaming that with another very pale bloom. This is our eustoma, also known as lisianthus, and this variety is called blue chateau. Each stem I'm keeping nice and short, trimming on a 45-degree angle, and then placing it directly, of course, into the bud vase. Now that we've kind of filled the chunk of our bud vase, the center of our bud vase, it's time to give a little bit of movement, a little bit of dynamism into our design here today. So here, one stem of our fritillaria uva vulpis is fantastic for this. See the way we're letting it arch out of the stem, bringing that design up and out just a little bit more. We're going to continue with this theme by using our gloriosa. Again, trimming the stem on a 45-degree angle before sliding that stem directly into our vase, just like so. We're going to repeat this one more time with another stem because we're a bit fancy, of course. Here we have them in position, adorning the windowsill in the kitchen of yours truly, just for a fantastic little summery hint, a little sparkle of joy, frankly, in an area that may not get a lot of attention. For example, a windowsill or a sideboard or a small little corner that may just need brightening up, and that is the magic of bud vases. A, they don't require too many flowers at all. B, usually you can maybe even gather things from around where you live or where you work, wherever you're growing yourself, for example. And then C, you can then also look to create a fantastic little moment of beauty in maybe an unexpected spot. So it's really a win-win all round. Now in this particular bud vase, I've really focused on contrasting colours. We've got everything from a very pale pink, a nude grey, we have some yellow, we have some brown in there. Now these might not be colours that we might automatically immediately put together, but by working with just the odd little piece of each colour, the odd little element of each colour in a bud vase, it really works. We have all these contrasting tones together, coming together to really create what is quite an unexpected colour palette, but I have to say, I think it works pretty well. The trick to a good bud vase, I believe, is starting with a backbone of foliage, then getting some volume in there with our chunky flowers before accenting around them with our more delicate ones, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next. Thank you so very much for joining me today for our First Steps Flowers session today. I hope you've enjoyed it and learned a few cool flowery hints and tricks too. If you've got any questions on the session, drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Until then, have a good one, take care, and I'll see you on our next session together very soon. Have a good one.